For no quickie, got them waiting up in they Vickies. I leave out and go missing. I done traveled a long distance, about a house and nothing.
Alright, yo, so basically, this is story time of why me, Jayla, and Jada don't hang out no more. Because everybody from Hazelwood, if y'all know, me and Jada, we had a YouTube channel together. But I stopped hanging around Jada, and Jayla stopped hanging around me because she wanted to give me my space. Because she had caught me, and she was like, why don't you and Jada, like, why don't, because me and Jada, we was always together. Like, Jada, she was always at my house. Like, you would never see me without Jada. And basically, I had to tell Jada, like, I don't like what Jada was doing. Like, because she was hanging around a girl that I don't like. I'm not trying to be messy or anything. But the girl, I don't know. I'm not going to say the girl name because I ain't asked for her permission if I can put her name in this. And I don't want to start anything else up. But basically, it was this girl, and me and her was cool since 6th grade, and that was supposed to be my best friend or whatever. And basically, what I didn't get was, she was talking about me that same weekend when I had spent the night at her house. And the thing about that was, Jada, she told me, she told me that she was talking about me, but she's hanging around somebody, but I'm supposed to be Jada's cousin. That don't sit right with me. So I started distancing myself from Jada and Jayla because I already knew if I was hanging around Jada would have a problem with it. So I distanced myself from both of them because it would have been weird. So after when I distanced myself from Jada, Jayla had caught me. It was like around my birthday time, and I didn't miss Jada's birthday because it was May 14th, but she missed mine. That really hurt because, like, bro, you missed my birthday, but you was just planning on getting me presents and stuff and all that. It didn't sit right. And then we went around the girl's house that I don't like, and basically Jada had pulled me to the side and she was like, why you stop hanging around me and stuff like that. And I had told her why. I was like, I didn't tell her that I had a problem with oh my god, I almost said her. I don't know what to call her. Pickle? I know. Z. Yeah, I'm going to just call her Z. That's her nickname. I don't want to put her real name out here. But I didn't tell her that I had, well, Jada already knew that I had a problem with Z, but I just didn't bring it up no more. It was just like, it was no point of saying something that was already been said. I'm not ready to keep repeating myself. So, yo, this story is just it's like everywhere. Like, it's just everything. Like, we just stopped. Like, I stopped hanging out with them. I'm not ready to lie. It's not their fault why I stopped hanging out with them. It's just so much that was happening. Like, us, like, being on Instagram or whatever, us posting each other, being a 3v3 or whatever, what we was, it really did not last because we kept getting inside fusses. Like, the fusses, it was just getting beyond. Like, it was just, I couldn't handle it because they was running to each other, talking about each other. They was talking about me to each other when I wasn't around. Basically, that's not being a 3v3. So we had a talk and we sat down and we just like, if we're going to be a 3v3, we need to chat with each other, not talk behind each other back, and then once the person come around, y'all say something all late. Because that's not being a real 3v3. That's breaking bonds. And basically, that's why I stopped. That's one of the reasons why I stopped hanging around them, because that's not cool. That's not cool. Like, you're not supposed to do that to your friend, your cousin, your sister, whatever you claim your closest friends to be. You don't do that. That's not even how you start off a friendship.
Ooh,
and I just started getting close with Jada this year inside the 8th grade. We was all supposed to be cool. Like, we was all supposed to have our summer with each other. But that didn't happen because they started changing up. Like, Jada started changing up. And me personally, I felt like since I stopped talking to Jayla basically stopped talking to me because I stopped talking to Jada. If y'all don't know, Jada and Jayla, they was best of friends. They're not, I don't know if they best friends now because I don't talk to them. But yes, I did get consent of if I can tell this video to y'all because they said yes, so why not? So after that, I went around to Z house. We talked about it. Jada was like, was I cool with her and stuff? And I explained to her, I'm just like, I needed my space from her because of what she did. It wasn't no beef type of stuff. Like, I ain't have no beef with her. I just don't like the way how she, basically, I don't like the way how she carried herself towards things. Like, the things that she did, it just wasn't, that's not what you're supposed to do. That's not even how you're supposed to carry some things. And, yeah, and I'm not ready to lie. The girl Z, you can clearly look at her. She's one of those girls to switch up. Like, you can ask her. Like, she was at my house and we was sitting in my room.
Bro, I wanted to plug her so bad, bro. Like, it was just boring. Alright, so basically, so me and Nana, we grew up together. But, like, it was me, her, and our other cousin. I'm not going to say her name because, yeah. But if you know, you know. It was me, her, and my other cousin. And me and her was more closer than me and Nana was because when I met Nana, me and her already had a favorite cousin type bond, whatever the case may be. So,
This shit is going big.
yes, so me and alright, so we switched phones. That's the whole different story.
Yeah,
anyway,
I might not start, so
anyway, so basically, me and Nana, as we got older, me and her bond got closer, and then me and my other cousins. So that's why Nana is my favorite cousin now, whatever the case may be. But I wasn't home. Well, I wasn't at my mother's house at the time, and I was over my sister's house, and I had to leave their house, and I didn't want to go home. So I asked Nana, can I come here? Came here, whatever the case may be. So when I first got here, she was telling me, like, oh, it's these girls, you know, Jayla, Jada. We was all cool, but I stopped hanging around them because, you know, it just got weird, etc. So I'm like, okay, well, I want to meet these girls because I want to see for myself. I'm not the type of person to judge somebody else off of what somebody else say. So I'm like, okay. So I get around them. I think the first time I met Jada,
we was downstairs with my mother.
Yeah, I was downstairs doing my mother hair, our mother hair, and she had came downstairs and she was like, oh, you know, you're pretty. What's your name? You her cousin, you know, stuff like that. So it was like, it was a real friendly introduction. It was cool. So I'm like, oh, she must be cool peoples then, but you know, I'm not gonna just go off of that. So I'm like, all right, cool. Then the second time I seen her was what, Trayvon party, or was when they came to the house?
Trayvon party. That's when, when
so,
you had seen how she really was.
So we had got Trayvon party came, whatever the case may be, and I'm not gonna say what exactly happened, but I just seen what she was talking about. And I was just like, oh, like, now I don't, you know, want to hang with her, whatever the case may be. But then again, these are her people. So the third time I hung with her it was me, her, and Z. We was outside, and we was all just chilling, whatever the case may be. So me and Jada, like, I already, you know, was just like, you know, feeling iffy against her, whatever the case may be. So then she pulled Nana to the side, and she was just like, oh, they just talking about it. I didn't know what they was talking about. She didn't even tell me after, but
I did tell you. I was like, she was asking me like why I stopped hanging around her, that I had beef with her.
Oh yeah, when we was walking home, you did tell me. But no, you told me the next day.
After when they left.
Yeah. So cool. So we already go to the house, whatever the case may be. So while they're talking, it's me and Z. So I'm like, oh, if you want to get in TikTok, you can. She ignored me. So I'm like, oh, like, because I already didn't like her because of my cousin. So I'm like, oh, well.
Yo, I'm not ready to lie, y'all. Please do not say I told her not to like them because
no,
I didn't like them.
It wasn't nothing like that. She wanted me to find out for myself, actually. So, but, like, it was just like, oh, like, okay, I don't like, you know, cool. Did the TikToks, whatever case may be, and she got in none of them. She just stood there, and then when they got back, we all went to the house. We all came here. We was in the room chilling. Jada, mind you, every time I seen Jada, I'm not gonna say every time, but
she kept saying that she was pretty.
Yeah, she kept saying I was pretty.
And yes, she took the compliments, but it was just like it was starting to get annoying. Cause
it wasn't starting to get annoying. It was just like it was starting to like, you know, yeah. So basically,
like we heard you the first time.
Right. So we was in a room. She was like, "You're very, very pretty," and stuff like that. And I was like, "Thank you," whatever case may be. Then we didn't see her since.
Right. It's like she went totally blank. Like after that day, she was supposed to hang out with us the next day.
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to speak on.
That's why
that's weird. Y'all are weird for that. Not y'all are weird, but that's kind of that is okay. Nana wanted to go out to Towson for her birthday. She invited everybody. She posted on her Instagram story. Y'all knew ahead of time Nana's birthday. Made a group chat. Y'all knew ahead of time that Nana's birthday was coming up. Y'all knew ahead of time what she was doing because y'all were in that group chat. And not only that, y'all at the time y'all was still texting that 3 out of 3. So y'all knew. Jada, what was it? Jada or Jayla?
Jayla texted me. I texted the group chat on iMessage because we had 2 group chats, but they left the Instagram group chat, and I was like, "Is y'all coming to Towson?" And Jayla, she was like, she did not tell me. She did not tell me that she had to go out of town. So that same day she went out of town.
The same day she went out of town was the same day we was going out of Towson, and we found out because we asked.
Right, she wasn't going to tell us.
That's the weird part. Because I feel like if you knew today was Nana's birthday, if you knew she wanted y'all to come, y'all could at least say a heads up. Or it had to be the same day. When you found out, you should have said something. That's how I felt.
Because then she hold up, sorry. But she was like, she was going to give me a present and all that. I'm not worried about the present. My present was for all of y'all to go to Towson. Only 2 of my sisters and my cousin came to Towson. That was not the plan. That was not what was supposed to be happening. I said, can all of y'all come to Towson? And it wasn't even like, I asked majority of people, like, they all had beef for her on something. But that was never it.
And then, what, Jada just never came?
Yeah, she never came. She never texted me after
nothing.
that.
She just never came.
She went ghost. That's what she did.
She went ghost, and then she tried to text her after, and it was just like weird. But I just feel like on the whole situation, I don't know what to say.
I feel like, hold up, y'all. She said, Tanaya, in your opinion, why do you feel like the friendship ended? Let's do a link up and actually talk about just us, because this text is just not going to cut it for me. Maybe like out to eat or something, which I think. I'm not really lying. I don't want to go out to eat with them because I don't. Because to be honest, I feel like we should just like,
y'all should do something here, or like, you know, go to a park and talk about it there. Because for an example, say if y'all go out there together, y'all don't come back together.
Right, because I'm gonna go my way, Jada's gonna go her way, or they're gonna go together. And
you're gonna have to be by yourself. You're gonna be leaving by yourself. It's always gonna be nobody but you in the end. So just say, can we do something at my house, something at a park, the school, something. I'm not comfortable with going any public places.
Also, y'all, I don't want y'all to think we just straight hopped into a 3v3. No, actually, me and Jada, we had beef before we got started 3v3. We wasn't just straight instantly friends. We was not that. And Jayla, I had beef with Jayla too, but I don't want to bring up the beef because that's not what it was supposed to be about. It was just supposed to be wild friendship, and then while the 3v3, while I went my separate way, and I'm not very loud. I don't have a 3v3. They have a new 3v3 with the girl I don't like. That's weird, because I asked them, was we going to have a 3v3? Was they going to have the 3v3 with her? And they lied to me. And once somebody lied to me, it's no going back from that. It's like, why do you have to lie to me for? They just said, when Jada had pulled me to the side, I was like, what y'all 3v3 with her now? Because the girl Z had posted on her story and was like, when I see my 3v3, they were supposed to go to that beach or whatever. I don't care if I didn't go. I don't care if I wasn't going to get invited. I don't care about none of that. Just don't sit up here and lie to my face. That's all I'm saying. Because once you lie to me, it's like my trust can never come back from that.
Then another thing, one weekend she was supposed to come over here. It was supposed to be me, you, her, and who else for Trayvon party, I think. Or
it was just supposed to be us three.
Yes, us three. She never came and she ended up saying it was Z house.
No, Jayla was supposed to come back.
Oh.
So basically, okay, so also why Jada had pulled me to the side, Jada was like, Jayla was supposed to come back to my house to spend the night. And me, I didn't know nothing. I thought she was coming back to hang out with us. Nobody alarmed me and said, Tanaya, can she spend the night? Nobody said none of that. So y'all think that y'all just ready to spend the night and just go on about your day. No, that's not even how it works. And I was like, oh, well, I didn't know that she could have said something. Because I called her and she answered the phone and she was like, she was just going to stay home. So I'm thinking that we were just going to hang out. I didn't know that she wanted to spend the night. So we hanging out, whatever. And after we hang out, after that, she went vanished again. Like, it's like once we have that one good link up or whatever, and it don't even be with all three of us. It be like Z with Jada, or Jayla by herself, or Jada with Jayla. It don't really be all three of us for real, because it's just like, I feel like personally if we was to start hanging out again, I feel like it wouldn't be weird.
It just wouldn't be as what it the old ways.
Right, like I don't even have pictures of them. Well, I had pictures of on my wall, but it's just like sometimes I feel like I want to take them down, because it's just like our friendship, the way how I am, and they know how the way I am. It's real hard for me to get back inside a friendship that you just crossed, and the fact that that girl wasn't by their side is just crazy. Like,
a lot happened, but we just told y'all the main story. We told y'all
what y'all really wanted to know,
right,
and why we stopped hanging out.
Right.
I ain't really lie. I really feel like I don't feel like it's my fault why we stopped hanging out. I feel like it's all of our fault. I feel like it's my fault because I stopped hanging out with Jada because she was doing some sketchy stuff. I get distant from that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's Jada's fault because how can you hang around my house, go home, go to the girl house, then come back to my house, drop off my stuff, ask me can I come outside with the girl I obviously do not like, and then spend the night at her house for that whole week? That don't make sense. You leave my house, go to her house, because I said that my aunt didn't want no company over. So you could spend the night at anybody else's house, but you spend the night at her house. I mean, that's you. Rock off. Do what you gotta do. But it's just weird to me. And Jayla, she claimed that she was giving me my space. Me and Jada haven't talked in like since July 5th, probably. I don't know. Right when June was over, I have not hung out with them all July. Like, I don't have no memories with them inside July. Like, I hung out with them in June. Once July came around, it's just all swoosh. Like, everybody started breaking up once my birthday time came around. And it just got weird from that, because it's just like, yeah. And Jayla, she was just giving me my space. Space don't take months. Like, what are you still giving me my space before? Like, it's not clicking. Like, I feel like personally she stopped talking to me because she was talking to Jada, or her and Jada was real close or whatever. And I'm not really lying. I'm the reason why they're close again. Not to sugarcoat nothing. Me, Tanaya, the reason why they're close again. Because if it wasn't for me helping them get cool again and all that, making that 3v3, they wouldn't be close as they is now. Because they did not want to get back cool. And so this whole thing is just a bunch of, it's just weird, basically. It's just weird. You got anything so you want to say towards Jada or Jayla?
Nope.
Yo, this is not no shade being thrown at nobody.
Right, it's no shade, it's no disrespect. It's just we speaking on how we feel. And I just feel like, to be honest, if y'all really want that 3v3 to work, y'all all need to admit y'all. Not saying that you not, but I'm just saying, like, all y'all need to admit y'all, right y'all wrongs, and not talk about it, but
Even if that 3v3 don't come back after the talk.
I feel like even after that, it's still not gonna work.
Right.
So at this point, maybe it's just not meant to be.
Right, because we don't even have conversations in a group chat. Like, it was this old Hazelwood group chat. We don't even have talks in there. I be talking to everybody else except for her. She talked to everybody else except for me. So obviously, that friendship shouldn't even have been a friendship from the start if it was going to be like that.
Time wasted.
It really was. See, look, everybody, y'all look. Everybody wanted this video. Everybody wanted the video. Everybody that texted me, my little sister Corey, she was asking me like, why it wasn't cool. Like, even people that I just met this year, she don't even know. It was just so crazy because.
Oh, I gotta tell you something after this video. I was trying to tell you last night, but yep, that's the wrap it up.
Yeah, that's the end of the video.
That's pretty much it.
I don't know when I'm gonna post this. I'll probably post it tomorrow. Yo, I think the next time I'm gonna make a video, I'm gonna make a video like every 2 days, twice a week. I don't know. My life be real interesting. Well, yeah, y'all like, comment, subscribe, did
Bye.
That shit come out your mouth, now you can't press rewind, it's stuck there. 5 million cash, all blues, you get a rush, yeah. I don't need a